Hi, this is Prashant Solomon, and today I'm here to talk to you about other dimensions, other frequencies of existence, places where we go after we pass away, and just to correlate that with analogies on Earth, which would make it more easy to understand. Now, we live in an era of technology. There is, as you right where you're sitting right now, there are all kinds of waves that are passing through the room. In this room right now where I'm sitting, you have cell phone waves, you have TV, radio, all kinds of waves that are going here and there, which you cannot see or hear with your human mind or your human brain. Because for the simple reason that our human brains are not geared up to receive these frequencies. So therefore we need machines, we need instruments, we need devices which we've created to listen to or see these different waves. Now, for example, the fact that there are waves in this room, there's information, there's knowledge that is passing through this room that we can't see. Okay. Now, a similar thing happens when we talk about other dimensions and about death and what happens after death, the transition that we make. Now, what I feel is that when a person passes on, they're still existing in some other frequency. I think a better word than dimensions is actually frequency, because it's sort of like a TV, you know. Supposing you're watching something on TV, supposing you're watching CNN, and there's a show coming, all right? Let's just take, for example, let's say it's Larry King Live, all right? Just, you could take any example. And supposing you're watching Larry King Live and he's interviewing somebody, and during the course of the show, you suddenly want to change the channel. So you change the channel, and now you're watching, say, BBC, for example, or ABC, or whichever channel, and you start watching another show. Now, you don't see Larry King Live anymore, but it's still happening in the background, all right? It's just that your television screen is no longer tuned in to CNN, and therefore you can't watch it. But it is still happening somewhere. So people who were part of this reality, what we call Earth, this frequency, when they pass away, when they make the transition, what is happening is that they're actually sort of traveling to another frequency. Their soul gets accelerated. The frequency of their soul gets accelerated, and now they're at a different frequency. So they are now like on a different channel, all right? So while things on Earth are still happening, they may not be aware of what's happening anymore. And similarly, we are not aware of their reality because we're not tuned into that frequency. Now, when we talk about these other levels, these different planes of existence, you know, we tend to use the words like higher or lower or up or down. You know, we say a person dies, they go up to heaven or they go down to hell, which, by the way, a lot of people say that there's no such thing as hell, but anyhow, maybe there is, maybe there isn't. But what is basically happening is that the soul is not really traveling somewhere in space and time. The soul is speeding up. Okay, it's increasing its frequency, and by doing so, it is now seeing and experiencing a different reality, a different channel on the cosmic network, you know, the cosmic cable network, whatever, satellite network. So that is pretty much what is happening when a person passes away. They are still there, Their consciousness, their awareness, their feelings, their emotions, their memories, their thoughts, everything is still there. Everything that you loved or didn't love about the person is still there. That survives beyond this physical world. And when it moves away from this body, it's actually getting, the frequency is increasing. So it's no longer inhabiting the body. The moment the soul leaves the body, that's what makes the body dead. The body dies, the soul doesn't. And what we really know about a person or like about a person is actually the soul, is the personality of the person. And that is what we will always have, because those people who have moved on to the next frequency, they are separated from us for a while, but a time will come when our transition will happen and we will get onto the same channel. So we'll be again with them. So, it's easier said than done, but when a person loses a loved one, it's very natural to be sad. It's very natural to grieve. But I want you to know that your separation is temporary. You are also going to make that transition someday. Your soul is also going to get accelerated in frequency and once again be on the same frequency as your loved one. So keep that in mind and just live the rest of your life, because we're all here for something, and we all have to play our roles in this cosmic drama, and ultimately we all have to go back. We'll talk a little later about this cosmic drama concept, because that's pretty interesting about what it is that we're actually doing here on planet Earth. All right? Thank you, and good night.